Hey, what can I get started for you? Hey, yeah, could I get a Holo Cappuccino with blushed ice and a splash of Oat Couture milk? I'm sorry, what was that? A Holo Cappuccino, with blushed ice and a splash of Oat Couture milk? So, I don't think we have any of those things, but I can make you a regular cappuccino with ice and oat milk. Do you want any flavors in it? Need I say mocha? And can I get an espresso shot on the side too? Sure thing. Espresso yourself. Nice one. I'll have this ready in a moment. Can I have a name for the order? Yeah, it's Kyle from Color Expression, back with another swatch and review. I don't think that's gonna fit on the cup. So today we are finally looking at the Holo Taco Holo Barista Bundle, which released last month and is 5 holographic shades in the sort of new crushed holographic formula. We saw one shade like this in the Gala collection last year, but now we have a whole collection of them, and honestly, it's a really cool formula, so I am excited to look at it in a little bit more detail with you guys. This release actually didn't have a collection box, which is pretty out of the ordinary for Holo Taco, but a few more thoughts on that after we look at the swatches. These shades are all available now from Holo Taco, so I will link their website down below if you want to check any of them out. They retail for $14 each individually, or you can grab the Holo Barista Bundle for a slight discount at $65 USD. Holo Taco is an independent nail polish company owned by fellow YouTuber Christine of Simply Not Logical. They are a vegan and cruelty-free brand, and their formula is 5 free. If these swatches caffeinate you today, don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on so you're never missing out on the newest videos. And while you're down there, definitely give this video a thumbs up. All right, I think it's time we sip on over to the swatches, but don't drink nail polish. Our first swatch will be Oat Couture, which you may recognize some of the names of these polishes from earlier in this video, but this one is described as a cool ivory shade, and pretty much you'll see throughout the collection, the base colors are actually what's different, but the holographic pigment in each polish is the same, and it's these really cool little irregular flecks. They're not quite a flaky holo, they're a little bit smaller, a little bit flatter. They lay like nice on the nail, and I am a really big fan of how these look. You can see as we start to wiggle the finger around, you're getting so much holo, and it's so densely packed that they almost give like a scattered linear holo effect. Like you'll see in person, there is this sort of centralized rainbow area, but also all of these little colorful flecks all over the nail, and I am totally a fan of this formula. I can't get enough of it. Next up is blushed ice, and again we're getting those holographic flakes, but the base in this one is a little bit more peachy, and that's sort of where that blush name comes in. So you can see it's a little bit richer, a little bit more orange, but still definitely like neutral and in that nude palette. So I really like this one too. I feel like once we get to see the collage of all of these polishes together, you'll really see what makes each one individual and special and unique. And I just think that the fact that they're all cohesive too, it's just such a fun, nice collection. I really do feel like the color palette of all of these is so nice. They're so different from Holo Taco. They're something that we don't usually get from them. So I'm a total fan. And like I said before, this holo pigment is just insane. There is so much holo on the nail. There's so many rainbows. It's just absolutely gorgeous. As we move on to Holo Cappuccino, you can see we're getting a little bit deeper, a little bit darker with this one. And with the next two after this one, you'll see that trend definitely continue. But back to this shade, we're getting a much more rich sort of brown color. It still has that really warm feeling though, and definitely fits into that sort of nude palette. So I definitely like this one. And I feel like too, as we're getting towards the darker shades, you're gonna get a little bit more of that holo effect just because holo plays really nice with darker colors. It sort of lights up a little bit better, it stands out a little bit better, so you'll definitely see some more rainbow action with these darker shades, and I totally love that. I think that this pigment really just packs such a punch. It's unlike a holo glitter. Like, it's unlike any formula we have seen from Holo Taco. So I really think that trying out one of these shades in person is what's going to sell you on these for sure. Moving on to Need I Say Mocha. This one gets a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, and I haven't mentioned it, but all of these shades did build up perfectly in 2 coats for me. I feel like they covered up my nail line. They filled in really nicely. We got a little bit of depth in that holo pigment. So I do think that this collection is going to be a 2-coater for most people. Maybe if you have really long nails, you might want a 3rd coat just to deepen the shades a little bit more, but I feel like 2 coats was so perfect. You can see as we build this one up, it looked a little bit similar to the last one at first, but once we get that 2nd coat on, you can see that this one is a darker shade of brown. And like I said on the last one, as we get darker, the holo just looks so much better. I feel like with each swatch, you're getting even more of the rainbow effect. Like if you go back to the first one compared to now, these are so rainbow where you're seeing that green and the blue and the red and yellow. It's just, oh my gosh, it is so cool. And moving on to our final shade, we have Espresso Your Holo, which is, of course, a deep, dark espresso-y brown. And even with this one, I feel like on the first coat, it almost could look like the last 2, but you'll see once we apply just one more coat, this one gets so dark. In certain lightings, it almost even looks black. Like, it's just such a deep brown color. Like, look at that on that 2nd coat. It just, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And those holos are just so glittery and bright and beautiful. And I can't get enough of this formula. I hope that there are more colors in this formula soon. I really think that Holo Taco has something with this. I don't have other shades like these, so I think that they are just stunning. And you can see full hand, so much rainbow, so many colors. It's so deep, dark, beautiful. I know I said that a bunch, but all of these shades really are just so beautiful. Of course, here is the collage of this collection. So you can see, starting out with the lightest shade, moving over to the darkest, we're getting a really wide range of color. We're getting, I think, something for everyone here. Like, if you like nude polishes, you're definitely gonna like at least one of these polishes. So I think that they knocked it out of the park with the theming, with the colors, with the shades. I think they did good. Now that we have seen all of these new shades, I want to hear your thoughts on them. So leave a comment down below. Let me know which one was your favorite. Which ones did you pick up, or do you think you're gonna grab any of them? Personally, I feel like this is a really nice change for Holo Taco. We got a new formula. Well, minus the one shade last year, but we got a new formula. We got a new color story. We're getting like a nude palette, which is so out of the ordinary for them, and I love it. I feel like this is such a great change. And also, like I said earlier, no collection box with this release. It was just 5 new shades. You can grab it as a discounted bundle on release day. You can grab each individual shade, and I do sort of like the fact that there wasn't a box with this release. It sort of removes the FOMO feeling that some people get when they're like, oh my god, there's a limited edition thing, I feel like I should buy it now. Or if you're sort of on the fence about some shades, but you have that feeling that you want to get the box, you're like, oh well, I'm just gonna get those and maybe not use them. So I do like that change, and I hope that going into 2023, we do maybe see more boxless collection releases from Holo Taco. I feel like it's kind of cool. Anyway, don't forget to check the description if you want to buy any of the shades, and we also have some affiliate links, discount codes, all that sort of good stuff down there. And like I said before, don't forget to subscribe so you're never missing out on the newest nail polish content. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for the coffee. I'm here every day. Have a good one. Kyle from Color Expression, back with another swatch and review. That can't be his name, right?